Uh, there were some changes made to the gameplay of most of the cast. Uh, Kano was one of them. Everyone in the move, everyone in the patch got a new armor breaking move. So, for Kano, it was his back one right here. It recovers 5 frames earlier on a whiff, and it recovers 5 frames sooner for special canceling, which means now things can combo into it 5 frames sooner. So, you know, which is great. So let's show you what his does on breakaway. So if the opponent at any point tries to break away out of a launch, they're gonna get caught. And you can see right there one of the changes that were made to the back one, other than the frame data, is the fact that the opponent now will get a restand if you successfully land it. Alright? Which is great. So now on hit there is 5 frames of hit advantage, which doesn't mean too much because you're about jumping distance away from your opponent when you land that. So they break and you do whatever it is you got to do. You do your ball. In his in this first variation right here, he doesn't have too much that he can do out of it. He can do his ball out of it. He can't really grab out of it or tick throw. And the parry won't obviously do anything. But you know, you couldn't do much in this variation anyway. But here's the thing why I even brought it up in the first place was because for some characters, you know, you have to land the move on a breakaway to get the alternate effect. So for Noob Saibot, let's say it's his back 2. If you hit someone while they're doing a breakaway, they pop to the air and you can extend your combo. Off a normal hit, doesn't do anything. Kano's, it doesn't matter. For Kano's, it's whatever. They just have to be in the air. It'll restand no matter what. Which means this is a really good thing. Because it's universal throughout all of his variations. Not all the characters can say that. Say Baraka, for example, which is great. So now, the reason why I bring this up is because if we go all the way down to variation, and we change, let's say, to his dirtbag. I think that's the name of it. I changed all the names on my variations, so I can't remember. With the acid throw here, okay. This won't do anything. This won't do anything. He backs up way too far. But that's not the thing here. The thing here is in the corner. So now, since this restands, I can hit that in the corner. And you might be thinking that's no big deal. The only difference that makes is that they can't do a wake-up attack, you know. But there's this trick that Kano has in this variation in the corner. See, if I use the acid burn in the corner, it's okay. Now, if I use the acid burn enhanced in the corner, yeah, that's one thing. But I'm trying to, if you notice, I'm trying to throw it close. I'm trying to throw it close because if you amplify and throw it close, it leaves a little fire, and they go in the fire, they get lit up. Well, you can't do that in the corner with this move. You know, because you're just left too close. On top of that, when you try to throw it close to you, okay, and let's say they just hold blocks, this happens. Whoops, this happens. Okay, not the intended result. Block mode. This is amazing. There we go. Thank you, Sonya. It might not work as Sonya. She has a bit of a different hitbox, but you see how far I get pushed back there. Like, so now if they block it, I can't really continue my pressure. I'm all the way over here now. You know. But let's say if I move Sonya a little closer, just a little bit, and now try it, all of a sudden it works. That's good. Well, this back one, okay, this puts you in that magic spot just automatically. I don't have to try. Now, boom, which is really good. Now, you can see the damage up on Sonya's health bar. That's a good chunk of damage. So now, what else? What else is there? Can you do with that? Well, the hit advantage from that. See, that's 56 hit advantage. I can do whatever I want just about before they can recover, which is amazing. So now there's a gap there. That's not. Let's see here. If you look up there, that's not a combo. It doesn't hit in time. It's unblockable, but it doesn't hit in time. So you might be thinking, well, what if they jump out? Well, there's two things if they try to jump out, and I have found that it's kind of one way or the other with this. So if I have them set to jump, okay, and I do my little combo here, and they try to jump out, they get hit, and that actually is enough time. Whoops. That actually is enough time for them to for you to combo them. Now, what you're seeing here is the other alternative right here, where it just doesn't hit. I don't know why. It sometimes hits and other times doesn't, but it's irritating as fuck, especially now that I'm trying to make it a example on a live stream. So that's great. Wow, I cannot hit this. Please, for the love of me, please. There we go. So you see what I mean. You can combo off it, but if it doesn't work, it's no big deal. You can try to catch them in the air again, because if they jump forward, let's say, you do what you do, they jump forward. Oh my gosh, just do it. Not that. Okay. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you. Well, yeah. You see, boom, gets hit. They can't really get out. There's nothing they can really do to get out of that. Because if they do jump forward, okay, if I can make it happen, they'll just jump back into the fire. Is the thing. And they won't be able to reach you in time. But I guess jumping up, I guess when you jump straight up, you have a better chance to not get hit by it, but I don't know. You can see there's a real inconsistency here with it, where it just sometimes happens and sometimes doesn't. And that's what I was referring to earlier. Like that. I wish you could delay it. I don't know. But that's not the point. So now, you know, the damage adds up pretty quick, because if I just set her to stand, and I set her to block after, let's say she blocks after, you know, gets hit. If I grab her, I mean, that's almost half life already. And you can do a lot. You can do forward one, into throw, you know, you can just let it rock and do the whole entire combo and have her eat the chip damage on top of the dot damage being done. So that's a good amount. And then the mix-up comes in where it's like, you know, is he gonna throw me? Is he going to, if you catch him with a low, you can do it again, and that's 50% life. If they think you're gonna do low, just do the overhead. You get less damage, but it's something. And it's amazing. It's amazing. If you know they're going to jump, okay? If you know 100% they're going to attempt to jump, whether they jump forward and get hit or not, you just do back two, which is, you know, there you go. Back two, right back into it. Now they're stuck right back into it. Now, this works great. This works great with this variation, but the fun comes from when you start mixing up the variations and you start doing some custom setups. Oops, not what I wanted. Yeah, we can. Just a second. There we go. So, for this variation, I have Acid Burn and Snake Bite. Okay. And Snake Bite is amazing in the corner because you know, you can do your little combo. But let's say you there you go. Let's say they get hit. Now you can extend your combo again. You gotta. There's a trick to it. You gotta micro dash right there. There you go. I mean, if you hit all of that, that's a good chunk of their life just there, just in there. There's not much use for it mid-screen. You can, if you catch them jumping, that's something. You can, like I said, Snake Bite now cancels into the back one. Now that there's 5 frames less of cancel recovery. So you can, I mean, if you want, it's not a big deal because you can just use forward 2 to catch him anyway. So it didn't make too much of a difference, but it works. The opponent really can't do much. Okay, let's stop. Okay, yeah, the opponent really just can't do much of anything. That's as much as I can really think. I haven't been able to really find much more, but if anyone else knows something I don't, that would be great. Auto. If you land it, you got 58. You can do a jump. You can do a deep jumping kick, and that's always great. That's always fun. So that's all it really is with Snake Bite. With Snake, you can just do an entire combo, but you know. And if you do it in the back one, right here, you can do an entire combo. They land in the fire, you get more damage. It's amazing. Thank the gods. Boom, 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 boom. So you know, it's a lot more damage. It works well with Snake Bite, but you gotta be in the corner. For this one, I have the throw equipped, and the throw I'm going to do exactly what you think I'm going to do with it. You know, forward 1 into command grab. You can do that. It's not a true tick throw, but it does advance you forward. Or you can just micro dash and, you know, do a tick throw off this down 3. You know, whatever works. This is a great. At first, when I saw this, I honestly thought his armor breaking move was going to be the back 3, but when I saw that it was his back 1, I was kind of upset. until I found out that it restands no matter what, just off a default, which is great. Another thing you can do with it is and this is, if you don't have acid burn in any of your variations, I mean, this is the most applicable that I have found, at least. This worked before the patch, where if you do it, oops, oh, okay, you do it and you end it in back one, you just throw the knife. That's 14 frames of hit advantage, right? So if we go to center stage here, all right. If we go to center stage and we do the combo, okay, that's 18 frames. Wow, that's even more. You can if you can get there in time, I mean, you can just do your forward one and kind of jail them a little bit. I mean, this has always worked when I did it before the patch. You could see that it's great for getting in their face in time, or you can do their back three. That's not as safe, but that's something. But I think this makes Kano way better of a character. Just, he doesn't have much to him to begin with, so it's nice he's got something. You can do this Molotov throw. I mean, you're 5 on advantage, and they can punish you, but if they got acid burn on them, you know, then good luck. Good luck to them. Whoops. But he's just better of a character now. He really needed this. When I saw this day one, I said that, why doesn't that restand? But hopefully more can be found with it. All right. That's about it.